Case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. No, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude.
Probably gotta go back
my
in the
heart on my
elevator.
sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage.
When you go into the elevator, like go to my name.
Sure don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Yeah. Are you in yours or are you in mine?
Case on the news.
But go to the elevator and then click my name, because you is not in mine. Alright, try one more time.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out and kick it tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.
It should say I'm in there though.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the London Monarchs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Hey, look. I'm going in first, and the party will be waiting in the front of the team.
Here's 10, 98! Mike is 59, Mike to 59. Let's go, defense, let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, it's Taylor. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
50 yards. Come up the ball. 15.
Third and long, it's Watson. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
Come on, don't be waiting on me. You better get all the points you can. That boy trying to do.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 23. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
It's a second down run with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Mike 56, Mike 56. 56, check 56. Let's go, D.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Check. Showing it. Check. Kill.
On second down, it's Sanders.
Run.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down.
That's it, baby.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hello?
Here we go. 280! 40, 82, 40.
56, Mike 56. Watch the screen.
Now Wentz on third down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch the eye. Switch. He's coming.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D.
To throw is Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Rippy, you trying to do like hook or something?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Watson on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run, it's Gurley. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Mike, check, 59.
To throw is Watson on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Watson. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And an Eagles first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played.
57. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Throwing is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to keep it here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Watson, he'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Right back to Sanders on first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13. Wentz dancing to his left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing now is Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Check back, check back. Check 52. Sponge. No. Check 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it second and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
Right there, 56. Hey, let's get some penetration.
Let's go. Great.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
5.
56 is the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Watson. Flush to his right. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Here's Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 56, Mike 56. Now watch one.
Sunday.
56.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wentz going to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
57's Mike. Mike 57. You don't want nothing.
From the end zone, Watson. Forced out to his left. He's letting it fly for... And got his man complete. Brandon Cooks. And all the way in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 99 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He got 29 yards that time. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Buying time to his left. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Waiting.
Go.
Lefty.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a gain of 34. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Watch the twitch.
They'll run with Sanders. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Hey, 31! Here we go, G, get off the field. 59, check, 59.
On 1st down, it's Watson, out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 59, right?
Throwing again is Watson. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Solid.
On 1st down, Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
31!
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Cooks. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to go down again. Michael Brockers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Eagles, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?